So the other day, I bought a Neewer battery grip from Amazon for my Sony a6400. I do apologize. I'm currently on my phone. I didn't put this on the camera because I needed to do it quickly. But anyway, I needed to make this video quickly, and I didn't really just want to sit there and edit. I'm just gonna talk real quick, and then will be making a follow-up video probably tomorrow. I just didn't have time tonight, so we're doing something quickly, and we're just trying to be consistent with this thing. But anyway, I did purchase a Neewer battery grip for my Sony a6400 from Amazon because I needed a battery grip. I needed extended power for my camera. I love my camera. It's great. Yes, it is an APS-C, but I mean, I get great shots, and I love getting to use it. I think it's a nice little camera, and it gets the job done for me. So anyway, I got it in. I charged all the batteries that I had buy separately for this camera, charged them, and then went to plug them in, and they worked fine. Everything worked fine. I plugged the whole battery grip system into my camera. Everything worked fine. No issues. Unplugged everything. I took a couple shots, took a couple videos, and that was actually the video that I took using my Neewer stabilizer, my hand stabilizer. I took that video with the battery grip on. So, I mean, you could see it worked. The camera worked fine. There was no issues. The next day, everything was unplugged. The batteries were charging separately, not plugged into the camera. I woke up, and then I plugged everything together. I was on my way to work, so I plugged everything. Put the batteries inside the battery grip housing. I plugged the battery grip into the camera, and then I powered it on, but didn't power on quick enough. So I was like, that's fine. Turned it off, and then I went to work. After that, I got to work, and I was trying to show my buddy like this new battery grip, and I was trying to like get his help. I was like, yo, Ray, help me out. Like, I want to put my back button as focus. He's like, I got you, bro. So he's sitting there trying to power it on. He's like, what's wrong with your camera? Why isn't it turning on? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I tried to turn it on this morning, and it didn't. I didn't think anything of it. Maybe it's just dead batteries. Swapped the batteries, nothing. Took off the battery grip, put a bunch of fresh batteries in, they're fully charged, none of them worked. At this point, I'm starting to panic, and I've been at this for like 30 minutes, and he's like, dude, what's wrong? I'm like, I have no idea. So rest of the day, I'm sitting there trying to figure out why my camera isn't working. I swapped out all the batteries, tried to hard reset. My memory card wasn't even reading or registering that it was plugged in. I was real frustrated. So then I got online, tried to research the issue. Why isn't my Sony a6400 powering on at all? Swapped out the batteries, nothing's happening, no lights, no indicators, nothing. So after researching to no avail and finding no solution, I then went to Sony's actual like website, and then went to technical support, live chatted with somebody who tried to troubleshoot and do the same things I did, and then took me like through a couple more steps, like hold this button, hold the shutter for a minute without the battery in there, and the power's on. Great, now shut the power off, and then let go of the shutter and put a battery in, and then turn it back on. Nothing worked, and I was like, great, this really sucks. And they're like, unfortunately, it seems like you're going to have to send your camera off to get repaired by one of our certified dealers. And they're like, where are you located? Canada or US? I was like, US. And they're like, great, we only have one in the US currently, and they're in Michigan or Maine. I think they said Maine. They're like on the opposite side of the country. And I was like, great. And then I looked up the prices, and it was like $300, $400, $500, depending on what was fried on the camera. And it was the main board, then you're really screwed. So I was like, great, this really stinks. So I took that opinion, and I was like, let me see if I can find anybody else who could try to help me out. Went to another website, another company who does live chatting, and actually gave me a free estimate and call. They tried to troubleshoot through a couple of different things. I told them about the battery grip, how I plugged it in. And then when I told them about the battery grip, they're like, yeah, unfortunately, we see with some of those generic battery grips that people buy, they tend to end up frying parts in the camera. Hopefully it was just a fuse, but if it's the main board, that's another issue, and that's gonna be a little bit more costly. So I'm like, great. So I ran into options. So Amazon, your Neewer, unfortunately, I think at this moment, I have sent off my camera to be repaired. As of right now, I've put $40 for them to ship it and then give me an estimate, and they're going to then call me back in like a week or week and a half, tell me what's wrong with my camera. But yeah, as of right now, I'm out $40 because of this battery grip that has potentially frightened my camera. So I don't recommend you buying a cheap battery grip from Neewer on Amazon. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I may be a fluke accident. This is a random issue that happened. Probably never happened to anybody else before. But hey, it happened to me and it sucks. So there's my recommendation. Don't do it. Don't get one. Don't cheap out on your battery grip. Okay? Don't cheap out on the battery grip. The stabilizer, great, works well. Actually, I have some video footage that I'll probably show you tomorrow. I've been practicing a lot with it today, and I found out the right balance on how to set it up on the camera, so super smooth. And I'm using a different camera. My buddy actually sold me an A7 II for pretty cheap. He's hooking me up with it. And I shot that with my 16 millimeter and my 50 millimeter. So I'll show some videos of that probably tomorrow after I get some after I edit a couple of the clips and get everything sorted in there. But yeah, hopefully you like that. But anyway, just listen, if you're gonna get a battery grip for your camera, don't cheap out on it. And if you do, like, make sure it's like make sure it's a reliable source. Unfortunately, I got gypped, and now my camera, I'm probably going to be out $500 to $600 with this camera, and it sucks because I was potentially not going to be shooting anything for the next like 3 to 4, maybe 5 weeks, depending on how long it takes for it to come back and be fixed. But anyway, that's an update. Thanks for watching. I will catch you later.